I bet there's no management that is as good as the management of the University of Limpopo, based on my own experience.
Yeah.
I stand to be corrected because I, for one, I am not funded, but then I've got the opportunity to get registered for free.
The Plugged Show.
Charge peeps, welcome to Plugged Show, where tech meets entertainment. I am a girl that says, and of course your host, keeping you updated, inspired, informed, and of course entertained. Remember, here on the Plugged Show, we are all about black excellence, and we're strong believers of the motto which says, everyone is important, be it a celebrity or not, you are important. Without wasting any more time, let's move to the first category, which is Dintang. Just like that, I am bringing you Dintang, and for today, let's one of the students on the Ghetto University. Let me waste no more time and give him the platform to introduce himself. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Can you briefly tell us who you are and what is currently happening in your life? Because this category is all about, getting to know what is currently happening. It can be either around you or with you.
Okay. Man, I'm Tembinko Simkwena. That's my ID name.
Okay.
Yeah, and then most of you guys would call me Jesusboy, Jerome. By the way, Jerome is not really on my ID. That's just the name that I came up with.
Okay.
So, Dintang, speaking of Gero is what has been in my mind. Lately, I've been asking myself, Gero to say it's a Gero University.
Oh.
Yes.
To enlighten you on that, I don't know that creator, but then there was this video on TikTok, the guy who just go around asking people, which university do you think is the worst in South Africa? And the girl was like, no, University of Limpopo. Guy asked, why? Why would University of Limpopo? I don't know, man. It's just ghetto.
Oh.
That's where it came from. And my ghetto I chest, but like, why him and that thing?
So ghetto means west?
No, not necessarily west.
Mm-hmm.
The West University is University of Limpopo because it's ghetto. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't think that's Dintang for me, right?
Okay.
So there's this guy on TikTok. I could sort of get a little bit like Mama, who did video nyana sone, alo munyani, then maybe Adiana.
Oh, Elijah.
Yeah. So I'm relating to him in a sense that now because it's exam time, and then I really find him fun. Let's say maybe okay, let's say argument and then obviously argument we have pride, right? So just so that you cool off. So TikTok that guy will be so like you laugh. So I think my student so they must pretty much as much as the phone when we are studying, I think it's in a way it revives that strength in your spirit to say, okay, I've recharged, now I can go back to my books. So,
Jerome, don't you think like the phones, and most especially TikTok, because according to my own perspective, TikTok is very, very addictive, guys. Now I'm going to start a 10 minutes break. I can paparize 2 hours down the line, getting TikTok.
I think it's discipline. I think it has to do with discipline. I'm a huge fan of music, and I know when I'm studying and then I listen to music. I can listen to close to 10 songs.
Oh, which kind of music?
I like to put the shuffle thingy on just so that it plays variety of music. It's kind of what I'm focusing on, specifically one music.
Like in another gospel, because you're Jesusboy.
Gospel, yes, but with the touching off the Lekompo there and there, R&B there and there, just to balance.
Why did you come up with the name Jesusboy?
Okay. Every time they think Tembi is the name and Nkosi is the same name, or which is one thing. Tembi Nkosi is like one thing. Okay. So I thought to myself, I asked my mom, individually Tembi Nkosi, and then they explained what trusting the Lord. And then growing up, I just thought, okay, I'm a Jesusboy, either way, a better way to say it is just to say Jesusboy.
Oh, it was kind of a way out of translated to
yes.
Yes. I understand you.
Yeah.
So, Jerome, busy guy, man.
Besides radio.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, he's a radio presenter, by the way.
Yes, and a news reader.
Okay.
Yeah, besides the radio, we are pushing music. Besides music, we are pushing academics. And that's basically it, man. That's basically it.
But then I feel like I've seen you once had a channel, or you were collaborating with some people, having a channel, some kind of YouTube content say podcast content you were sharing. What happened to that?
They would call me once in a while when their resident host is not around to say, okay, come jump in, and then I'll go. Yeah, but I was not really part of the team.
Oh, it was just a one-off thing.
Yeah.
No, I understand you, Jerome. Well, people, stay tuned as we'll be getting to know more about Jesusboy. Go tell us your story. Well, people, you're back at it once more. God, tell us your story for this category. We're just gonna be getting to know more about Jesusboy. And Jerome, can you kind of tell us? He was saying
it's how you transition between my names.
No, yeah. For this category, like, I just love for you to share maybe an experience. It had a huge impact in your life, or you can just tell us about your upbringing, or give us a feel of who you are.
Okay, so it's 3 questions.
Yes, but then I'd love for you to firstly introduce yourself. I think you told us your name in the previous category, but then now I want you to tell us what Jerome Kemani, busy guy, because the fact that you're a radio presenter. What is it that you're currently doing? Go the radio station that you've mentioned. Yes.
Okay. As I've already said, my name is Tembinkosi Roderick Mukwena. I grew up, I grew up from Mukopan. I come from Mukopan, a very tiny town, one-street town, so they say. Town full of donkeys, so they say. Growing up, I grew up from a loving family, very small nyana. My mom has 3 boys, and it's just my mom and the 3 of us. And growing up in that particular family, I think it has shaped me to be who I am, hence the Jesusboy. Obviously, growing up with Azamanyana, Josamani, Waseleganyana, you know, what did I do? Obviously, at that time, my parents were not approving of certain things, but I would do them nonetheless. And then, went to high school and then came here. And one of the greatest experiences is being on TV, is being on Clash of the Choirs.
I once heard you mention that in class. By the way, he's my classmate, guys. Yeah.
So I think that was the most beautiful experience I've ever had, having to face the cameras, the lights, you know. The final product, I would think like there's nothing behind the production, but a lot is going on, and I think it has shaped me to persevere in anything.
All right.
Right. Yeah, I think that's just the stage that I've been to that I'm still proud of.
Can you kind of take us through, like, to that level, it is the most beautiful experience that you've ever had? Yeah, can you take us through the experience?
Okay, so I love music and I sing, right? So this other lady calls and okay, are you available to come for rehearsals? And then I just, I'm available.
How did this lady know you?
Oh, I once entered this other competition, a Brilliant Palui, and then they posted our videos on YouTube. So she saw me from there, and then she tried to call someone else asking for my number, and then she called me. To say, can you come help us? We are just rehearsing. They didn't tell me anything. Went there week in, week out, and then on the day of the audition, we are going to audition. I didn't know what auditions. So we got there, and it's Clash of the Choirs, and Zanzi made cameras. I was like, what? here I have to sing my heart out.
Yes.
You know, I have to sing my heart. Yeah. So we thought they were going to take all of us as a group because we rehearsed as a group.
Oh.
So they made us sing one by one, and then they selected a few of us from the group.
But like you did like being chosen out of a group, and you're making it to the final.
It was heartbreaking.
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah, because we had initially agreed that if they are not taking all of us,
we're not going.
Yeah, because we didn't know what was going to happen. No, it's not just because I want a moment of truth about it. My brother, you, my sister, you, and then they give you the card.
Every time you're thinking, it's a Mali team over.
You know. But at the end of the day, I just thought, because we are rooted, if it's the right time, you can't just deny it. Yeah, so I took the cut, and then, that was pretty much it. Went there, competed, top 3, and then we were out, number 3. But it's better than nothing. Yeah,
at least you made it to that extent.
Yeah.
I would love to hear what you like JP. I was like I feel like no.
One thing about musicians now is song choice. I want to know instead of guard. I can't even think of
pick one because pick one.
Perhaps you can suggest the song, and then if I know it, I can try to sing 2 lines.
Nyaka gospel. I want to know Sinam to the gospel.
Who's Joseph?
That's unfortunate because I come from my pushing. But then I feel like, is there anything more that you'd love to share?
Okay, besides music, it's just radio. And I think I did radio not necessarily because I love radio, but I did it because I love presenting. So I just thought, let me just not, hold myself back. Let me try something. Let me see if radio can unleash the presenting in me. And in a way it did, but I just feel like I still need that, lights, cameras, present.
Just TV.
Yeah, I love TV. Man.
How long have you been a radio presenter?
Started last year, around August.
So far, what experience on like visual?
That's okay. It's more like I've been there, I've done that. Radio, it's one thing every day. You don't change the topic. You just sit there 3 hours and talk. So for me, feel like I'm doing one and the same thing. So I want something that challenges me to, grow even better. Yeah.
No, I understand you. Well, or on the screens, guys. I behind the mic. But his catch I made in front of the camera, guys. That's how it was in this category. Let's meet again for trending things. Well, peeps, let's trending things. What is it that you currently find interesting that is trending?
Thomas.
Thomas
and Mapits.
And the day I was scared.
Then the battle bar shall radio for
What are you watching this? That's no remarkable. You tap on.
Oh, Jabasa Pisha. Go to Overcome with William Collie.
What a miracle. Tomorrow, when I carry Tiboskia and Limba Pitura, Philly Java Carassi, selling Carasson.
I don't think it's justifiable.
I'm not saying it's justifiable, Madam
Swinton. It's justified and got a true food.
Our no level Matagura Maro. What? Namutima.
Because I don't know where we're
Namutima, when you come up with that game, but now what?
Ash. Bakutiba.
To make it neat. So, when you go,
I think I would mail a mara Kiator Bamuti, Mara Asian, dealing as you. At least over the Yakikuji. Our crew take Kutanati and Blue of Avos, you to Diva. Asha,
Jiro bona ka rutima motho wa ka tsamaye personal.
No, ke no bara bo na wa tsa nuso ke ka ra ga dieta tsa tibos. That's why ke sa bushishore. And then that's tuna tsela
Why are you protective about this?
Re ke to hot.
Like bashala ba ipina
Le rata ba dujiso again. Ka le bokisi. Da ke dujiso ka selling.
Yo,
no.
Jesusboy.
Mr. So man.
Mara utimela motho wa gago o expect already eng wena modimo. Why le badimo?
Lela ba thoma para di roko di le.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
That's no one thoma sa go gona thoma o ke.
O lela nne.
No thoma go ba busy. Side no thoma go ba busy.
But then do you really think the storyline in Mapitsi le Tibos like them being married at a young age? And I feel like it really played a huge role too where they are now. Because like she was too relaxed.
And maybe Tibos failed.
Maybe that's why Tibos was no longer attracted to her sexually. Yeah, maybe that's why.
Elena no go hatri. Ya ba ile moka.
Jerome, ukara butata wena.
I'm safe.
How safe?
I'm safe.
Urora na Mapitsi nyana ka kunka sebutse motho.
Jesusboy na safe. Like rokuna maka go tshaka di fire.
Kira wena na Mapitsi kwa.
Go be go di diva ke na. I get am Mapitsi.
Convince me otherwise. Negative.
Ona mapko le go ka le ba tsholo re ya se ba type ja ka ngi.
What the heck? Type ka mo so jwa. Shoot my head. So baby you safe. Ona. I don't want to type before it's now what the heck?
No, like age wise. As what tsholo re ke ba bona ke ba sexually aroused.
When
Marina.
Ejiro.
Like it's like they're older.
They're older.
Yes, and I know
if you
meaning ba maybe ga di show tse lo reng a ke thatane because e show e change ke a toga so ke to bolela ka ba lo reng always me.
Okay.
So ba lo tsena ka 12
no it means your excuse then.
6 to 9 ga go bona ma.
Khale ke nyoko tsenele. Okay, we just shoot my hair thing. Like Jerome, have you seen how like TikTok money is so impactful in our lives? Like to think or the Revenge Diaries. Like if you look at is bakile I don't know if it is bakile over it triggered so many people that but watching the Family Diaries. There was this story that was trending the previous weeks. I don't know if we saw Motsipe what meant hey small room. And I also heard where Motlato responded. Lina when we were keeping up with the story. Motlato running over podcast. We need a platform. So Mr. Producer, I beg. Motlato running a podcast. I will let story come. I'll confess story. Allegedly, there's this other creator on TikTok by the name of Mysol. Her name is Esther. She's a cousin to the lady I'm talking about, the one who said, one interview with a podcast. So what happened, Goring? What story man? Like you say takataka.
Yeah, she's
like the summarize it John. We do feel it also gushish but off screen to monitor what is what because that's whole. And after this story there are so many creators but they like Gigi likes the nose guy. I really feel like a drama with them on like a little city. And this other lady also, I just forgot her name. I wish I would say so many people are going through so many stuff like bagoish out there, got the family in Jabon. And I feel like TikTok, I feel a platform where in a way. But then at the same time, you feel like they're not aware of the damage that they can have or they can make towards themselves by exposing some things on TikTok platforms. Because I think we should why the lady that I break up in this whole saga. She deleted all her videos concerning the issue. I don't know, maybe it's because Motlato responded saying that Lena, she also needs an interview over what they're doing behind the closed doors. Because I feel like people are oversharing things on TikTok because we must also make pay attention to the Poppy Act. There are certain stuff that you're not supposed to portray in the internet.
So do you think maybe people share on TikTok for fame?
Some are doing that.
I tend to believe people are just doing it for fame because they know that this particular story can view the internet and
and it will. So, and one thing I feel like I have a problem with the viewers, TikTok viewers, the supporters, the followers. We always tend to just jump on, each and every story that blows up. Like I jump on, read the comments, without even getting to know the full story. Because right now, Temi was in a conflict with you, and then the guy out there I come out to no, this is actually what happened. People are not supposed to react on what I said. They're supposed to wait for you to actually tell us your side of the story. Or the judgments based on that. Because people were reacting. I remember there was this other lady called Morongwa. That lady was bashed because in Yabulela, like, I don't know if she was trying to or refer the Tabajaga start the one who refuting the whole thing. She was never given a platform to do so. But then now that Motlacho came out, I clarify one of the things that were said there. But tomorrow we're starting to refocus. Now I'm not standing with anyone because I think our Tina only clarified some few issues there. No, pardon me, not Tina, Motlacho only clarified a few issues there. Ariana only did a podcast interview so that she can release the whole story. Because I remote text.
So how do we know which one is accurate between Esther, whatever? How will then we gauge what
Motla just said that she's going to provide proof.
I want to proof.
Yes, Motla just said she's going to provide proof.
Okay.
So we must just try by all means.
But we know what's your take?
What's your take
on how you handle? Let me just say, based on the issue of TikTok and how we address things, is it a safe space according to you? What do you take on that?
Social media is never a safe space. For me, it's never a safe space because for as much as I think most of us came across this, for as much as it builds you, it can break you. And Rana as the audience, because I don't know what a Mutajo or whatever, let's say I'm going to comment based on what I see right at that time. Of which it might be false. Mara, because at that time it seems right, I'm going to comment based on that. So I just feel like social media let us not just jump into commenting or answering or taking sides before, like you said, before story comes Mara, I think it's going to take a lot of time. I know
they are aware, guys. Barolo to I love a travel beach.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that is a tough one. But then actually social media can also be used like to our advantage because social media can really place you out there.
Definitely.
Like I love using Tapelo as my examples. Guys, Tapelo is really out there. I just think that my producer used to tell me about it before I think it was still at 1K there, 1K following. I remember this guy is gonna go far. And right now, he's beyond far, guys. And to actually think or the guy, what is his name again? The guy who dread portraits using his mouth.
It's Gamu, something creative. With his mouth,
I recently saw a video on TikTok. Guyana. That guy got 100K if just making it rolling.
I give you 100K.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And posting it on TikTok, guys. TikTok is really huge, but then you feel like we're using it for the wrong reasons. Most of us.
Mara, when I would inga draw to 1 million. o to ema
Mara jiro wena we be
kana go boja ba kana go bona gare go ka no bona opportunity samba I be rwala
so whether don't you feel like
we rwala we running
don't you feel like
okay why specifically ke dora motho ke tsa gore ke billionaire why ke se ke dorowi Julius re or perhaps ka no dorowa a ke tsebe mmago ba papa why ke vola tana o la tree
no
I mean, even coming to that one. I mean, my soul came all the way from Northwest.
yes
Ashapa convoy, the G-Wagon, or the Bentley, or the Rolls Royce, something, but it's just a supercars. Ferraris, all the way. Imagine all those cars near petrol. So, I mean, that's a huge impact.
Not saying don't do it. Honestly, nga bana ba re mamang o ne ditšhelete go ka ro mmino thokonyana wa gopelanyana o tla go fa ditšhelete a ke go.
Did you think you should also create some
go shaka ena?
Yeah, ke sa re ke o botse go fa mayelo.
Mysol ke Mysol.
Yeah, you put this about him.
Go petsa go shemo.
O ka tsoga. 100K is not child's play.
I know go make sure right that Ankrekile re no ra sa ka check a sa ka check ke lo ribile tja tshi go phemo le wetse ke ka wa lo yeah no man social media no it does wonders.
But then did you think when you said that you are more into being a television presenter rather than a radio presenter, are you using social media to market yourself?
That's a very good one.
Yeah.
I procrastinate a lot.
Why?
I think I have a lot of videos singing, proper ones. Mara, it's a jiggy betche post. I hey, you go get them round.
No, I actually can relate with you on that.
No, it's a lot.
Like, what is it that you need to overcome that procrastination?
I think maybe the fear is like the comments. Obviously, I already know that not everyone will like what you do. And obviously, some people will say bad things, not because what you're doing is wrong, but because they just want you to stop doing it. Because maybe you are better, or so they tend to like put some nasty comments just so that you can stop.
That's true.
So I think I'm not really ready to receive. But I'm all going over the munyana. I mean, there's getting over the figures or we get to Hona, but I can shade you both because I can't. So,
like actually, so it makes me relate. Liz Torisa Shande, she's basically trending. Like, and then recently there was an interview. I know we once mentioned it.
Yeah.
But like in the or like social media, back to what you said again. Social media can make you
and break you. Yeah.
So with the social media, you really need to be firm. Because even earlier today, I was on Facebook. I saw this picture. It was a picture. I don't know if that account belongs to Shebe Gaben or what. But then the account name, what did they Shebe, whatever. But then I'm not sure if Shebe is the owner. I'm like, this lady, I don't know if you know her. Yeah, she was saying that this lady, her tools is using her. She's being used and tools is sleeping with her, promising her that she will promote her songs and what so on and so on. But then I felt like the account does not belong. That's my personal opinion. The account does not belong to Shelly. Those are just social media people trying to break her. So people must just be aware of social media hatred. You should
but
just
cybercrime is
the worst part is that most South Africa, I don't feel like we are well equipped enough to can deal with the cybercrime.
Cybercrime we can't. Even when you top story, we're talking about the very same thing. Yeah, cybercrime in South Africa. We have a long way going.
Yeah, we have a long way.
Because what you know just 8-inch. That phone computer. So
Nagana, if someone can steal from the state, when it's just a city. Like you be a guy. You be a guy.
Talking about the state, President in the US.
US.
What do you think, guys, will be the outcome? In a way.
I think because I've seen a lot of people commenting on the fact that he went with this white guy, businessman guy, another kid, Joanna, Mama. Yeah, I think it's a matter of the people are saying he's going to sell the camp.
No, man. Before that, we'll come back to that. I just want to ask, what do you think about white people and then the Afrikaners that that went there and saying, they're afraid of being killed. Guys, from your experience, when was the last time you heard that an Afrikaner person or white person is being abused in South Africa?
I think
as a black person.
They just took that opportunists.
Yeah, they're opportunists. Yeah.
But I still believe my religion is very much true to say why is Ali when they arrive.
And then listen to
whilst on the where are they?
While still on that, somebody commented on this other user's post saying that one of the 49 Afrikaners who were transported to USA as refugees is my father from here, USA.
What?
I'm telling you.
That was drama.
It was just like...
Just as Malima was saying, now because these people are gone, where are the funds? Why can't we locate the funds? Tell us, farm 1, farm 2, farm 3, farm 4, farm 49. They are free. So
that's actually...
courage.
Plus Arisha.
You need that land.
Yeah, right.
We need the land.
You know. So, speaking about Malema, this platform is not political, but then I just wanted to appreciate, like, because so many things, like going back to relating with students, so many things have been happening. You know, I just wanted to appreciate the EFFYC because it's the leading SRC on campus. You know, for making sure that students that are needy are well taken care of. Let's not forget food parcels. They also donated laptops, sanitary pads.
They even go as far as donating tickets.
Yeah, so spreading rumors, guys.
Entertainment.
Entertainment there. Like the SRC that is in charge now at the University of Lekompo is really doing the most. Like I really feel like they deserve all the appreciation from us as students.
Just to add on that, we saw the motivational talk as you guys are preparing for exams and stuff. What do you think about the hands that the SRC actually put in? There was an exam prayer. They invited gospel stars. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more like it recharges. Because obviously they know that it's exam time. A lot of people are anxious, nervous, and whatnot. And obviously, if you are a believer, one way or another, so it kind of builds confidence and it builds that momentum around, now I'm going to focus, now I'm going to study, now I'm going to write. And then, I just feel like it's really good initiative because they're trying to at least make sure everyone are passed. If when also writing the exam prayer motivational talkunyana,
the inclusivity of the SRC, they're including everyone. That's true. Nobody's left out because but rest of the campus, like they don't usually attend bashes, but they never go to bash. Of which it was helping in a way to just pray for everyone who is a student on campus to make sure that by to face their exams, bali sharp in a good space. And also I really like the motivational talk, guys. That really helped because I had a client last week who she was attending that that session, that motivational, like she couldn't stop talking about that. Like
confidence.
Yeah, it builds confidence. Like she was so motivated because Rasa qualified at the but then after attending that motivational session, like she was so sure, I'm gonna give it my best. Sometimes even failing is not the end of the road for you.
True.
Because Aripoto gave a speech. Had I completed my degree in record time, Ngabe see the SRC president. You see, sometimes we tend to fail at things only for us to achieve something big.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Ooh,
sometimes
that's
failure
nice.
is not are there to break you, but then to build you for something big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I know. Yila na we wona ile.
Ishake yobola ile.
Ke toga mo ko ngwana research.
Wow.
And man, I want to share this one. It's actually trending. You know, let's see the committee chairperson and stuff. I mean, there are some things that are said about your university as well, but you know, people were saying a lot from their end about the university, the status of the university. The minister came.
Oh yes.
What do you feel about that? The minister herself mentioned that the university is
stable. Very good.
The university is stable. She
Yeah.
said that. So what's your take on the other note where the likes of Mr. Komisana went on television to actually represent the university? It's your university.
Yeah.
What's your take on where you feel that your university is being tarnished, the name and stuff? What is your take on that, man?
I personally feel like all those people that are saying bad things is because they've never got the opportunity to experience University of Limpopo on a personal level. Like I am currently experiencing the University of Limpopo, that they're busy tarnishing out there, that they're busy misrepresenting the image of the management of the University of Limpopo. I bet there is no management that is as good as the management of the University of Limpopo, based on my own experience.
Yeah.
I stand to be corrected because I, for one, I am not funded, but then I got the opportunity to get registered for free. However, I also had an outstanding debt. You understand? I had an outstanding debt, but then I was cleared.
Nice.
By the help of the SRC and the management of the university. Where in South Africa have you heard of a university that can clear students that are all in the institution? No, never. Like never, guys. Like
they don't even care. They don't even.
No, one thing I understood about the University of Limpopo management is that they understand that before they are more position in Japan management, their parents, and they are there for us. Like they take care of us, like guys, like us wishy, like wait until you are in the situation for you to understand something.
And just to add on that, before, there are regulations and there are protocols to follow. The university clarified that even the minister and even the assistant to the minister that you need to follow protocol. If I have an allegation or something that I'm raising against someone, there's a process to follow. I can just not wake up and say, Tembigosi, you did this. Where is the proof?
Yeah.
So what is your take on that?
You know, chasing shade. I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but some people just want attention, and then go wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, do you think had the person not said what they said and university had so much attention, do you think the minister or maybe check up? It's okay, maybe to visit, but do you think it would have been such a big deal or check a campus or operate? No. But now, because everything is clear, but it's just a thing to say you can try as much as you want to tarnish the university's name, but at the end of the day, the truth still remains. Within the campus, the university is doing quite a lot. Even at all.
You know, before we close in this category, like I want us to go back to the thing you're in. Some people are just misusing TikTok. Because let's say, to be honest, I feel like some of the things that he's saying on TikTok, some of the things that he's posting on TikTok, they're not really worth to be posted there. Because in a way, he's portraying the system of South Africa in a way. Because whatever that you're posting on TikTok, trust you me, it's gonna be international.
Yeah.
Mostly if it's concerning the state and corruption. They are not even supposed to go there. Whatever happens there should remain there.
Yeah, people are trying to be.
As Black people, if you are my fellow black person, if you're making a mistake, I should rather come and advise you on a personal level rather than exposing you.
To end that one, look at the Twitter story. The white guy. Level there's this other one who was involved in this thing. There's a white lady who was jogging, ended up being killed. The guy changed the t-shirts and stuff. Suddenly, I think something came out and said the DNA. I think it wasn't him. Because it was a black child, it was very quick for them to take him to court, to even jail. It was a murder case and stuff, but level where they even thought that maybe the guy raped him, her, and the kid was just honest about it that it's not him, it's Wawantua. Now, look at the Twitter story. We don't know even now, even our president,
even the case is dismissed.
Nobody is saying anything.
That's
the child went through something. Nobody is saying anything. So it protects white privilege. It's white privilege. Wow. Like, I think it is white privilege.
Yeah, it is white privilege. And to actually think about now, the case is dismissed.
And
I saw this other post on Kiko X, Twitter. It's a white lady holding a board, or at least the blacks are not.
No, at least all the one is equality and not revenge.
Not revenge.
I also saw that post. Is it too much to ask for, guys? Equality. Is it too much to ask for? No, guys, this is actually painful. Hey, let's just. Honestly speaking, like this is actually emotional, guys. Before your screens, let's just move to the next category. Just like that, we are back once more with your entertainment. Roderick, what is it that you find entertaining currently?
You and my names.
I
don't think Jesusboy.
One taka
no. Okay, you were saying?
Entertainment, Mr. Radio Presenter Thomas Wamute.
Entertainment. As in, what is entertaining for me?
Yes.
What is entertaining for me?
What do you find entertaining, Mara Roderick? Be serious.
I don't know, man.
You don't know?
No.
What is it that you think is entertaining that everybody's hoping on? Everything must be in the Limpopo currently.
Don't entertain.
Yeah.
It's something that I saw on TikTok today.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys saw it.
What is it?
It's like this guy. I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's big.
Okay.
Right? Or yeah, like that. I don't know if you saw it.
Post.
Yeah,
no,
it's a post.
The guy was standing.
I saw it. I did not see it today. I saw never baby shot.
Yeah, and then I read in the comments about it. 7 days a week. Njalo. Yeah, that's savvy. So for me, that is entertaining.
So funny stuff, they actually entertaining.
It's not really funny, but like I found myself laughing. I found myself laughing.
TikTok.
No.
But then this just shows you know, like TikTok, you pull around TikTok.
Yeah.
And guys, I feel like we are jailed. TikTok, guys, we need to find a way to free ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could say maybe the viewers back at home, but guys, it cannot be that.
Everyone is running to TikTok.
Why? Is it maybe because...
Yeah, I was about to come to that.
It's funny.
Little only one hour TikTok.
That's very stressful.
Yo, I don't know how to like to another video. I have to do that, so I'm going to do that. I'm No,
Guys, TikTok was just there. Some of us are there for entertainment.
that's not it.
No, it's wrong, guys.
That's not it.
One thing, yeah, that is entertaining.
For you, yes.
Yeah, I was also about to talk about
Lekompo, like it or not, currently. Oh, one thing that's also entertaining, I'm coming back to Lekompo. Hit Boss. There's this guy who copies Hit Boss more TikTokers. Like, they always laugh.
Is the founder, yeah, Lekompo.
Oh.
Yeah, man. So he likes commenting. He makes very good comments.
Yeah, yeah.
When he talks about stuff,
Maradam
makes a
said,
lot
was
of man,
Young quarter.
very analytical. So he's very, very.
What's the guy? Let me just check him. Let me check the guy. What's the guy's handle? The one who mixes.
Man, I don't know the guy's name. He always copies him.
I bet these people local guy later. They don't know what to do. Mara ka babuja bana bara drone shegel. Bana pela ba shegel. These people, they don't understand that. When we do this, we do this. Mara bana bara drone we don't understand. Money again.
And then he both would comment. And it would sound very nice. Where did you get my voice? So he does very nice, mimicking type of videos. So it just shows again, how we get love, we get recognized, and it's funny how you sit down and somebody's copying you. And so very, very nice. So yeah, man, that's also entertaining. Then going back to Lekompo, what Lekompo is doing for the guys that are in Lekompo currently, they're actually getting a lot of appreciation. And they're making the Lekompo culture look beautiful. Yeah. So when according to if you were part of the culture, not just a listener from a distance. What would you do differently in a way?
Lekompo.
It's from Limpopo. Firstly, the culture of it, we just know what the background there is that the people from Lekompo, but we get the
But I think there's nothing different that I'll do. Why? Because I think Lekompo Leaki, I don't know what to say. I don't know the right way to use. But Lekompo, I think Leaki,
the way
I don't remember. There's this lady and what DJ lady Mama Lady do. No, her sister was actor. But I don't compare to like this lady what DJ man. What's this? Lady something.
Okay.
Yeah, lady something.
Lady Ama.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, I understand that. So I feel like piano, they recognize the compo. I don't think we really pushed it that much. Mara lona push it. You understand that? Yes, and then the tomography recognition. And I just feel like we should be proud, man.
And we should talk about like Lekompo a lot.
Yeah.
This thing, we might take it small and now
also welcome for piano because most of us were like piano. So I think for as much as Rachel Limpopo and some of our fellow brothers and sisters don't really like Lekompo, but for the mere fact that it comes from Limpopo, let's push it.
Yeah,
let's get recognition.
But then, like, there's this one thing that has been disturbing me in the past few days, guys. There's this video, that is trending. I keep pulling. I can see that Bushana, but I keep pulling. I'm sort of like a butcher.
Get out of the comment.
So, and to think that Shere is one of the Lekompo artists by Lauren, but Tumina will get recognition from other provinces. It is really disturbing for me because if you look at it, even back then, there were so many people like, because of the lifestyle that he was living before I changed because we love the interview, the podcast and chill, and they love Lauren, like how he used to live. I feel like but there was some right based on the lifestyle that he used to live. And then that video, even though there were people saying that video is an old video, but then there's some saying that's a recent video. Like What do you think? I don't know if you saw the video.
I saw it, yeah.
How is it going to affect Lekompo as a general? Because Lekompo it's associated with that.
Yeah, and I was about to say what most people want Lekompo for the bad thing.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's for the bad thing. Lekompo, hey, Lekompo balcony
No, apart from that, not the music, because the music is trying to portray Lekompo or this narrative of Lekompo to beautify it. I mean, Hit Boss really clarified that perfectly. That we're trying to make it, beautify,
beautiful,
beautiful, so that people don't just look at the Lekompo thing
and associate it with the criminal things. Yeah.
So that goes back to that. You know what? If the person behaves that way, and what do you think it does to the culture? What it does? Because the music is not.
It's very nice.
I mean, it's also representing Limpopo well.
But also people must think about a person's character. It's more like the very same guy or Scots.
Yes.
I started playing piano because of Scots. We still listen to piano. So let's take it as character. Character shouldn't then overshadow Lekompo entirely. Because one of our lecturers here, I don't know if he's our lecturer, but I think he's part of the communications in Tony Kawane. We post that on Facebook. Lekompo. I get dealings to feel like these people are resonating.
Oh, I know. It's Moses Moreno. Yeah, I saw the post on Facebook.
Their lifestyle,
the past experiences,
how they're trying to.
They're expressing themselves. Yeah.
So I think you can so let's not allow someone's character to then define Lekompo entirely or Lekompo is a bad thing.
It also resonate or relates to hip hop. If you look at hip hop history back then, and also it takes you back to how a black child suffered.
Yeah.
So you always know that a black child has to fight through everything.
Yeah.
Even us, we have to work hard. So it's hustling, then you end up having a brother who's a criminal. This is how you know life. And that's just the other thing that you need to understand. That's how you knew life. That's how you understood that this is how we got brain. Mara, when they started doing hip hop and that started beautifying the culture itself is in hip hop, or okay, shall we going from the hood? We used to, that's basically what this is. So Lekompo now is actually challenging its past and saying, well, we can do better. We can look good. We look proper. We can even make money from the music we're producing and actually make a living in a way.
And I'm also thinking, I wish Lekompo la maintain language here on let's be true to who we are.
Yeah,
let's maintain space and I say, and then you will see. They will be forced to remember, but by a good translator, but you will trouble.
So Lekompo is, I mean, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and then what again I would say, it's a question in a way. What do you think, or who do you think? Let me just say who do you think actually put Lekompo's recognition in the deep end, where now we're just looking at Lekompo and say, yeah. And even the dressing Lekompo.
Before that, I want clarity. I just want clarity. Lekompo again.
Definitely.
Okay.
According to how I just hear it's Lekompo.
Okay.
Well,
please go first.
To answer your question, I feel like Lekompo has always been out there. It's just that it was not getting the traction that it deserved. But then initiative here Hit Boss the Lekompo mix. It did it creates exposure. Because I also saw this other creator on TikTok. What do you call this thing here? The online signature. What do you call this? There is a petition. Lekompo must also come to Cape Town. If you look at the Lekompo mixes, it out there more than it used to be. However, I feel like Shebe, Ring, who did Lekompo, Lejo out of Limpopo initially. Because I feel like he was, correct me if I'm wrong, nearly the first artist, Lekompo. As I mentioned with Makas, because Makas was already big at the time. Ring, who created gigs out of the province. But then that initiative here he bought, Lekompo is gaining so much traction. Because the recent edition, Lekompo Economics, there were so many people from different provinces. Yeah, that's my point.
Nice. And the other one I just want to ask, the dressing. Do you think this type of dressing, who influenced it? Is it Chevy Shit?
Yeah, keeper.
No,
the
they
dressing
Nike.
No, who
nah.
really inspired that into the company?
Oh, now it was. I think it's Chevy.
Nah.
For me, I feel it was Chevy.
It was.
Really, who really put it? I don't know. If I'm
no, like Leslie, interrupt you on that. On a national perspective, we can say it's Chevy. But then, based on what you're relating on, Lekompo has related with Chevy. Lekompo has always been
not that we know. I'm just saying influence. I mean,
the
there's
national
nothing
influence
new that you will do in this world. So I'm just asking based on who really influenced the dress code.
I was still trying to get to there because now we check township because Lekompo was always associated with bad things, not only the gangsters.
Kavela,
the Nike, my Bedia 13, my Roshi, my Coronal group. Those groups they were known for always wearing Nike. If you look at shit like Parliament, the Cheve Mapena, Kenelo Okrele, the exposure, Lennon and Japara Nike. And there were so many people who were never Nike, says that they were not getting a national recognition. Hence, I'm saying enough from where I come from. Because my company never gets vintage to have a Nike. Vintage was associated with dry feet. Nobody got dry feet to Ramo.
I still say influence into the music.
Not
the culture. Hence, I'm saying I know you need that one. I wouldn't say it's show only. Men, Nike, Kavela, the crack pants, Limpopo as a general. These people like to do that. I was just saying into the compo. Now it looks like when you're looking at the compo artists, they're wearing booty Nike. Now they're doing booty Lacoste and stuff. I'm just saying.
And it's a Lekompo ribbon like a Nike. I trust you some water. Right. I tell you, put on
Hey, I was just asking based on that. So, but for me, I was just saying, I would say the influence really into Lekompo because of even new people who are starting to like Lekompo, they start liking Nike.
Because. I just feel like I clarify like economics and the way I was bush. We were theme Nike, all black.
I'm not sure. I think it was
all black, ne?
Yeah.
But then people got to look over Nike.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking based on who really influenced this thing of Nike in Lekompo. Not that Nike has been and people have been wearing Nike and the caps and who really influenced that. I need your view. You thought it's Chevy.
Yeah, it is definitely Chevy.
Yeah, it is definitely Chevy because Ken like out of my compo
because even here from youngsters, Kenya Nike because of Chevy. You know, so
okay.
For me it's Chevy. It's the eyeball.
I think
Yes.
I just feel like I can't if that video is true, I feel like I can.
But one of us kind of hot to that extent.
But then Roderick, one thing that you must understand, Corinne, as a public person, you must understand that you're a brand.
And as a public person, people must understand that you are a human being.
Yes.
Before you are that artist, you are a human being. You have feelings. I can't teach you.
So we're not going to justify Scott.
No,
but no point.
I'm not like no Scott's character. No, I'm just saying people that don't do.
There was one Twitter. I can say I reply defense. What's this?
No, man.
I reply defense like.
Okay, it's like I think I've seen it somewhere. As
a public figure, you really need to pay attention into your actions. Like there's some things that you cannot just do in a public space.
people must understand we are human beings.
I understand that you're a human being. But only public figure or public figure.
But that doesn't mean, I mean, it's very important, guys. If you're famous, just know that somebody put you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't take that light and then don't even think or that like or that follow. A person cannot sit down and follow you. And then let that ticket that you're selling for an event, they can choose not to come. So don't take that away. But also share honestly, so bluntly, that we are human beings, we have feelings. When you approach me, I think when you tell your people, something just hard to understand and difficult to really take in whatever they're taking. Matter when you've done something or you've been in or in a position where you don't feel uncomfortable, I think as a public figure, also come in public and address it. That I've experienced this with someone who did 1, 2, 3, 4, I didn't like it. So do you think that's a proper way of doing it in a way? You see so easy what he did as well. But like, hey, guys, because of now, I feel like these celebrities now, they should be afraid of saying no to people, saying, let me take a picture. Do you think that is fair, or what would be the best practice in terms of experiencing that particular space or smoke?
Yeah.
As a celebrity.
I also think I still go back to character, and also how open you are to your fans, right? Obviously, you must make sure that your fans understand you to the part. There are bad things nobody did really back then. Mara no so also figure because of defense I think that's his ex. Still, pull out, but the loyal fans remained. I think it's how you build from scratch.
But then now I also feel like the only brand, like you should have a manager who advise correctly.
Yeah.
Because I feel like only manager like who advise correctly. There are some certain issues where you need to have somebody who's managing you as a brand. Yeah. Because if you can just be a brand and then be out there on yourself, working manager, some things will be just
that's very true. I think she has a very good point.
Yeah, guys, this was quite insightful, Jesusboy, as we said, Jesusboy. Thank you so much for having a chat with us, peeps. This is how we close in this category.
Maybe the last things that you can say to the fans.
The last things I can say is that never stop chasing your purpose. Yeah. Just after you have realized or just after you have noted again, this is what I am here to live for. Never stop running. For example, I don't think he stopped running. Because okay, this is my purpose. He continued running. Hence, a fofa. Like a chopper. So let's apparently work club and then focus on your purpose and fly. That's true. That's just about it.
I would love to more nice peeps. Well, this is how we're wrapping up this category. But then stay tuned, I'll be bringing you the announcements. Well, peeps, let's the announcement as me and my co-host highlighted in the previous episode of the most freshest and new look. Stay tuned as it will soon rocking your screens. And just to remind you guys, the competition, or rather the challenge, is still out there. That is placed by one of our collaborators, the Bomma Sneakers. If you feel like you have a t-shirt that is better quality than their new range of the baggy t-shirts, you're more than welcome to go to the store with the t-shirt. But the qualifier is that if you lose the challenge, you have to pay for the t-shirt, which is worth 600 rands. But then if you win, you have the t-shirt absolutely for free. Hello, here on the Black Show. Like I said in the beginning of this episode, we are strong believers of the motto which says everyone is important. And we are pushing Black excellence. So if you feel like you have a business, you have a story to tell, we're the correct platform for you. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, drop that comment and hit that like button. This is your girl Success, and of course, signing out.